how are you? This video has already come out and then disappeared, and I'm here again. Had a bit of a technical um, mistake that I made. So thank you for being with me here. Now, let me know if you're here. It would be lovely to have a chat. So this is a very, very easy tool I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to be showing you how easy it is, how fab it is, how fun it is to create all your own branding. So let me just bring up this amazing color here. So we're going to go through this tool. This tool is called Restream. So if I bring up the Restream so that you can see in the top corner. So hi, if you don't know me, I'm Katie Simpson, and I help dynamic business girls like you to look, sound and feel fantastic so that they can show their beautiful, unique face and voice with joy and confidence and stop hating the way they look and sound. So hi, today we're focusing on this wonderful tool, Restream, which so easily, believe me, it is easy. The mistake I made earlier was because I'm using two tools at the same time, which you don't need to do. And often I go in through the other tool rather than this one. So ignore all that. This is really, really easy to use, and it's so much fun. I love it. There's loads of things that you can do with it to brand your live videos and make you stand out from the crowd. You can bring on up to 9 guests onto your stream. And the one amazing thing is that all they need is a link that you give them, and they create a free Restream account, and they can go live on their own groups and pages and whatever without you having to do anything. It's amazing. And you can multi-stream. Can you imagine how many platforms you could go live on if you were streaming with other people at the same time? 10 people, you could be everywhere at the same time just from one live. So Restream is really, really good. So without further ado, let me bring on the intro for our podcast audience. I will be with you in a tick.
This is the Thrive with Live show, the podcast where you can learn to go live with poise, professionalism, and peace of mind. Live video is the best free tool to win clients and grow your income and authority. So, if you want to ditch the overwhelm and confusion to skyrocket your online success through the dynamism of live video, then you are in the right place. This podcast covers all aspects, from your mindset, voice, style, and personal branding to all the technology and tools you need to get started and grow with live video. And now, here is your host, Katie Simpson.
So hi, we are getting on with learning about this amazing tool called Restream and how it can make you stand out from the crowd, look really professional, and be able to do quite amazing things easily. It's a very easy platform to use. So I'm just going to give you a very basic rundown of some of the amazing features that Restream has and why you can use it. I don't know if they've got a Black Friday sale on. I think they might well do. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. But this is just showing you how amazing this tool is, and it has a free version too. So you don't even have to pay anything to access some of these features. So one of the major things about Restream is that it multi-streams to different platforms all at the same time. So you can go live on, I think it's 20 or 30 different platforms, things that I don't really go onto myself, like Twitch, and then things that I do go on. So I am live here on YouTube, on LinkedIn and Facebook page, pages and groups and profiles, and Twitter. So, welcome everyone who's listening on the podcast and everyone who is live with me and watching the replay. Let me know in the comments. So, yeah, you can go live on all those places simultaneously just by the click of a button, as it were, or pulling the little toggle on. So easy to do that. It sets it up for you. You don't need any coding or anything like that. You can create video backgrounds. I've got a multicolored one going on, which just creates a bit of interest for the viewers and just makes things come alive a little bit more. You can go live with up to 10 guests at the same time. And they're not just going live on your channels, they actually go live on their own accounts, wherever that is. They can use the link and create an event. Well, they just share the event on their own pages, the live event, and they can change the wording to whatever they like. So it's not just branded for you. It's really amazing, that feature. So you can bring videos on like I just did. So there's loads. So let's get into it. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about the colored backgrounds that you can have. So you are a picture in the middle of the screen, and all around you, you don't have to have this, but you can just have your screen full screen for people to see, so there's no backgrounds. Or you can have some backgrounds of your own. You can put them in there, so you can create them on Canva or whatever software that you create them on, and bring them into here. Or you can just use their own, and they're so fun. There's quite a few of them. So the one that I had a minute ago was a sort of moving green, blue, yellow blobs, really. Quite attractive and colourful. So I've now got one which is another video background, which is moving black and white. It's like a sort of sheet in the background. They have quite a few. So there's one here that's like white blocks moving forward and back, just creating that bit of interest behind you. It's not too in your face. You don't want people to be transfixed with that and not listening or watching you. So just one or two more. There's a pink, dark pink lights moving around very slowly behind me now, and some more pink like geometric shapes moving around with a dark background. So they're really nice. They're just really tasteful and interesting, and it just gives you something to look at. You can use still backgrounds if you don't want all that interest, and they've got quite a few. So they've got one which is a bit of a sort of party themed one, since we're coming up to the party season. It's quite nice. We've got sort of generic ones with just various pastel-y shapes, which is quite pleasant. And we've got one which is pumpkins, and one which is like a UFO fun one. If you do, if your show is quite fun and a bit cartoon-ish, there's that sort of background there. Or one that's very, very fun and autumnal. So they have various ones. I quite like this dark color circles in the background. That's really nice. So yeah, you can play and enjoy. As a Starry Night one. So they're really nice backgrounds, but as I said, you don't have to have any background. You could put it like this and just have you there yourself. So those are the still and the video backgrounds that you can use. And Restream can be used on any computer and a tablet and actually a phone. It doesn't, you go live via the browser, which is really clever. So you can have any device that is up on the internet with quite a good speed, but you don't need a massive, really great computer. It's not going to pull loads and loads of memory or whatever it is. I'm not a computer geek, but you should be able to go live without much problems because it's on the browser. So as long as you've got the internet connection. So we can just talk about the logo. So in the right hand corner, I have Restream showing. I don't have to have any logo showing, or I can have various logos. I can add in whichever logos I want. And I can put them on and I can take them off just by the click of a button. It's so easy. Now I can also screen share really easily. So all I need to do is I just need to go to underneath my face. I look at myself on the screen, just like you can see me. And underneath the stars, it just has a little button that says share the screen. So I've just pressed share the screen and it shows me a little window. Choose what to share. Do you want to share your entire screen? If I press that, you will get this infinity look. So I will just share that to show you. It will look a bit scary for you if you're not used to this look. It will get this infinity going on. So you can just see here the Restream Studio if you are watching the video. So the Restream Studio is very simple. It has, in the middle of it, it has a big picture of what the audience can see. And then on one side, it just has a thumbnail of you. And underneath, it will show your interviewees or your shared things. So it's basically the different views that you are sharing on one side. And on the other side, that is all where you have the chat function, the captions, and the graphics all the way down here. So you've got a whole load of video clips, backgrounds. So these are what I just showed you for my backgrounds. Video clips is I put some of my own clips in. So my introduction was on there and the other things. And then we're going to get on to overlays in a minute. So it's so easy to screen share. So if I stop sharing now, and I will share something else. So I just bring up, it says, do you want to share your entire screen, or do you want to share a window, or do you want to share a tab? So for Safari or Chrome or whatever it is. So I've got a Chrome tab going. So I'm just going to click the Chrome tab and it brings it up to one side of me. So this is actually my live video kit that I have. So if you're interested in any of the technology that I use, just have a look at my kit. So I can put that in the chat if you are live with me. So it's just kit.co, Katie Simpson, live video kit. So if I just bring up the chat and paste that in, then we will get going. So guys, let me know if you're here, if you're enjoying the show, if you're learning anything, if you've got any questions. So bear with me as I try and share this. Having a bit of a problem with my links at the moment. So I can, in Restream, what I'm doing right now is I'm just pasting the link into the chat and I can bring that up in the chat. Okay, so another amazing thing is, watch this. Let me stop sharing the screen. Watch this. It's so amazing. I can bring up a chat overlay. Wait for it. It's thinking about it. It is having a think about it, but I think it's having a bit of a moment right now. Let me just see if I change to cinema view, does that make it better? So I can bring up the chat to one side so you can see what's going on. Right, it's not happy at the moment for some reason. Anyway, so I'll take the chat overlay off, and instead I can show the chat underneath as captions. So I typed this in incorrectly earlier. Hi guys, it's Katie here. Let me know how you are today. And we've got some wonderful person with us today. Hi. Saying hi, Katie. So it says Facebook user, and that is because Facebook doesn't allow third-party tools to know who you are. So what I'm going to do in the chat now is just paste the link of Restream, and it says chat.restream. If you just click that, then you can allow allow Facebook to show your name. I think I'm saying the right thing. So, dear Facebook user, thank you. They've asked the question, can you pick your own backgrounds? You'll have to watch back. Yes, you can. There are loads of ones that you can they're just in there and you can just click them. And they've got a whole load of them, fun ones, quite a lot of girly ones, really, I think. There are some blokey ones as well. But yes, you can. But you can add your own from Canva or wherever you want to put it. But yeah, you can use theirs too. So easy to use. So guys, I've got another option on the one side of Restream, and that is called captions. So on my Fun and Friendship Friday, I can just type in something and have it come up at the bottom. So today I just typed in, welcome to the Thrive with Live show with your host, Katie Simpson. And I've actually chosen purple because that's my main branding color there. And so that is just really easy to use. You don't get loads of options like fonts and sizes and shapes and things like that. It's easy to use, it's quick, it looks professional. So they don't have a whole load of things that you can do with it to change the look of it. But, you know, it is really easy. You don't have to faff around with anything. So, lovely Facebook user says, this is great. Thank you so much. My pleasure. I'm here to help. So, let me just explain a few more things so we can bring comments on the screen. So, if that lovely Facebook user clicked the Restream chat thing and allowed their name, it's really nice if you greet your audience, if you say hi to them and just give them a bit of limelight. You know, you bring their name on the screen. It's not so nice if it's Facebook user, whoever that is, but it's so nice if their name pops up. It's because of Facebook groups. That's what the problem is. Facebook profile would be I would see your name there, but it's the groups function. So yeah, celebrate your audience when you go live, and if you can, celebrate them by saying, hi, how are you, thank you so much for being here. Something like that is really nice, and answering their question. But if you bring them on the screen as well, you know, that's such a nice thing to do. It makes people feel part of your community. It makes them feel special. I don't know about you, but I love it when somebody mentions my name, puts my name on the screen, and maybe they just say something a bit comical or whatever. It just makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like a mini celebrity. No, that's probably a bit sad. But yeah, so these sort of tools help you to really level up your streams, increase your community engagement, and stop the scroll and look good. And it gives you a bit of confidence as well because it's so easy to use. So, what else can we talk about? We can talk about countdowns next. So, yeah, and then I'm going to get on to overlays and your branding colors and stuff like that. So, they have a few video clips in their function. So, if I just share my entire screen as well, now focus on the outside, not in the middle. Don't go square eyed looking at the middle. Okay, just look at the outside. So, for my podcast listeners, we are looking again at the Restream Studio, it's called. This is the bit in Restream where you go live. So, again, we can see on the right hand side that there are a number of video clips. There are 3 that I've put in myself and 10 that Restream have done themselves. So there are some with countdowns, like there's one that my live viewers can see that just says you can see the numbers already on there. There are some that are just random video clips. So I'm just going to stop the share right now. Stop screen sharing, bring myself back up. So I'm just going to flick through a few video clips now. I can't speak at the same time, so just give me a moment. So I just showed a selection of their countdown videos. So if you don't like any of those, they're quite fun. There's a whole variety. Um, but you can make your own in a platform like InVideo or Wave.video, or if you're clever with iMovie, you could do it somewhere there. So you just create a little video and add a little countdown on it. Those platforms are really, those first 2 are really easy to use once you play around with it for a little bit, in video and wave.video. So you can create your own countdown and put it into here, just like I have. So they also do just random videos. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through those. They don't have countdown timers. So you could use them as like a little break between in your live videos. So let's just have a look at those ones. So nice selection of videos, and they've got sort of ambient sound going on as well. So I'm now going to get onto overlays. So if I take the background away now, I do like the pink and purpley stars, to be honest. But then you may be able to focus on the overlays a bit more. So let me just try and sort out what I'm doing right here. There. Right, so I am full screen now, and I'm going to add some overlays. So I'm just showing the first one now, which is a sort of Halloween-y theme one, and it's fun, it's cartoony, and basically they're just little cartoon icons, 4 of them randomly around the edge of the screen. So it just adds a little bit of fun there, and that's called an overlay. So I'm just going to click to another one, which is a slightly science fiction, fun, cartoony one. There's one that's like an autumny one. So Restream do change these out. So as we get nearer Christmas, they will have Christmassy ones, I'm sure. So this is a nice overlay if you have an orange theme to your branding, and it's just like half circles in different designs around the edge of your video. It just adds something, and it's so easy. All I'm doing is I'm just pressing a button and flicking between them. So this is like Restream's generic one. So if you get the free Restream account, you'll get the generic one. So the next one is one that I've put in myself. So I've just added my name at the bottom with a picture of a hat and a few different color bubbles, because that is part of my branding. I love wearing hats. So another one I've got is with my little dog Cromwell in the corner and sort of love hearts around him. I do actually use this when I'm teaching voice to my younger pupils, and if they get something, they do something really well, it's like, I call it a eureka moment. I bring my little dog onto the screen and I can get a little clapping or applause sound in the background to say, yeah, well done, and they love that. So you can do all sorts of things. And by the way, I made these in Canva, very, very easy. I just got a circle. It's not called a frame, it's called something else, an element, a circle, and you just pop your picture into it and it makes it into a circle. Then you can get this little heart frame or whatever you want around it. And in Canva, for the overlay at the bottom, I just made a really long rectangle. I chose slightly transparent coloring and my own branding fonts. I added text onto it. I added a few bubbles, and I found it's supposed to be a pink trilby hat, but it actually is a bit more a Stetson, but who cares? And I plonked that on the end, and I saved that as a PNG file, and I just made it to be transparent, most of it, so that I can be seen behind it, and I just plonked it into Restream. So if you want to know how to do that a bit more, I can help you with that. It's actually really, really easy. Another thing I played with once was having some teaching points. So I just made a interesting looking square in Canva. And actually, I didn't make it in Canva. I found it. I think I typed in presentation or something like that. And I just used this one square with 3 text boxes: teaching point 1, teaching point 2, teaching point 3. And I just made the background transparent when I saved it, and I just plonked it. I just added it into Restream. It's so easy. So that's actually very quick to do. It doesn't take very long. You could do it in, like, if you like a particular style of points, overlay, you could just go into Canva and just very quickly type in or speak in to your computer, if you can do that, your points for today, and then you can just put it up there when you want to and hide it when you want to. It is so cool. Let me know if you think this is cool as well, because I do. Right, so getting back into the comments. So lovely Facebook user, it's not showing me your link. I just see my own comments. It's Geraldine. Hi Geraldine. Do you know what? That's really weird, because we were just in the Restream group itself today, somebody said exactly the same thing as what you've just said. Apparently I have to add the comment right at the top or something like that. You won't see it. Isn't that weird? It is actually in the comments. No worries. Thank you so much for coming, Geraldine. So great. We've talked about overlays, countdowns, loads of things. Now we can get on to branding colors. So if I just bring up my logo now, and if I just bring up my some captions. So welcome to the Thrive with Live show with your host, Katie Simpson. So to change the colors, all I do is I can go to one side of it. Let me just bring you back on the screen. Okay, so look at the side if you are live. Whoops, let me take my logo off so the people watching my video can see. So on the right hand side here at the top, it says default brand folder. I haven't actually named my branding colors there. So you can add your own branding colors for whatever show you're doing. So I actually do 4 different shows, so I can add new brands here and I can change the colors and all that sort of thing. So I will take the screen share off and it will change the color of the overlay at the bottom that you can see there. It will change that to your own color. So you can add all those things, which are really, really fun. Right, guys, I think I've basically covered everything. So if you want to bring somebody on, you want to interview somebody in your live video, all they need is a phone or a tablet or a computer, and they can go live with you with Restream. They can take your link if they want to and post the live video ahead of time as an event, as like a Facebook event, a YouTube live, upcoming live, LinkedIn upcoming live, same Twitter. And that can go onto their platforms as well. And it's so easy because all they need is the link, and it takes them automatically into creating a free Restream account. It's very, very easy for them to do. And they just type in their name and they can just go live with you without having to do much more than typing in their name and then allowing their camera to be used and allowing their microphone to be used. So it is so user friendly, this, and you can just multi-stream at the same time. So we love that phrase, don't we? I do. Work smarter and not harder. So your live video can go out to all the places apart from Instagram. Instagram is its own thing. There are tools that allow you to go live on Instagram without going live straight into the Instagram app. But Instagram haven't allowed that. So there is some risk of your Instagram account. So just beware of that. I'm trying to remember the name of the platform. It's related to StreamYard. They're the ones who make it. It's something about a duck, and I can't remember what it actually is. Something about a duck. So yeah, you can do that. So let me just bring up Facebook comment. Can you get it to do bullet points like in a presentation? Yeah, so I just showed that. So if I just bring up, I made this in Canva and I can just bring this up here and it's got my bullet points here. I think that might be what you mean. Otherwise, if I've got bullet points while I'm talking, I can say teaching point 1, and I can say blah, blah, blah. Oops, can't spell blah, blah, blah. And I can just click add. Hang on. Take your chat off, hide what you've said, and then add that caption there. So yeah, you can have bullet point 1, blah, blah, blah. And you can hide it and then change it to bullet point 2, blah, 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 whatever you want to say, and just bring that up like that. So you can do it ahead of time in a nice fancy frame in Canva very, very easily. I think what I did actually in Canva is that there you can make keynote presentations in there. So I just took a keynote slide that I looked. I deleted everything around it and just kept one small portion of it that was like on one side. And I changed what I wanted to in that box, and then um, downloaded it in Canva with a transparent background, uploaded it into Restream, and you've got it there. And if you wanted to do individual bullet points, you could just do it in bits. So you have the whole thing, the whole graphic background, and just teaching point 1. And then you would save that in Canva with just teaching point 1 in it. And then you would do another one in Canva and upload it. This sounds complicated, but it's very, very quick. You could do it in a few minutes. In Canva, you can do teaching point 1 and 2 and just upload that into here. The trick is that in Canva, you have to, when you're saving it or downloading it, you have to click on transparent background, because if you don't, you won't be able to see yourself behind it. It looks amazing, but it's really, really simple. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you for watching. And thank you for my podcast listeners for listening. And I'd really encourage you to just have a go of Restream. I have a link that you can use, which I will post after we've finished. And if you don't find that, then just ask me, because I'm on multiple places at the same time. It's great to have a play with. You don't have to go live. You could just do a video recording as well. I didn't say that, did I? Yeah, you can just record a video. And if you've got not the highest spec pricing, but the middly one, which is the one that I've got, you can live stream to 7 different places at the same time of your choice. And you can download just the audio or just the or the video itself. You can do both, which is mega for me, because now straight away in a second, I'm going to download this onto my podcast. So I can just take the audio, which is very, very quick, download that onto my computer. I bring up a program called Descript, and just pull the audio file in there. I wait about 2 or 3 minutes. It brings me up all the script, and I just listen to it and check things, take my ums and ahs out, which it automatically can do, and then upload that into my podcast platform. It's really, really good. Working with audio is faster than working with a whole video. You can do the same thing. It's just that a program takes a little bit longer coping with the video. So thank you so much for being with me. I hope you've loved this Restream journey demo. And I am just looking to the side to bring my little video up to say bye, everyone. And I will see you next week or maybe tomorrow for my wellness show. Take care. Bye.
This is the Thrive with Live show, the podcast where you can learn to go live with poise, professionalism, and peace of mind. Live video is the best free tool to win clients and grow your income and authority. So, if you want to ditch the overwhelm and confusion to skyrocket your online success through the dynamism of live video, then you are in the right place. This podcast covers all aspects, from your mindset, voice, style, and personal branding to all the technology and tools you need to get started and grow with live video. And